Well, we're coming off the holiday break in the schedule. NHL goes back, starts playing again on Wednesday and Thursday. LA Kings have had a marvelous season. They're one of the top teams in the Pacific Division. And even though they don't have a sexy name in goal, Phoenix Copley's been carrying some of the load for them in goal. He's a career minor leaguer. They have so much firepower up top. What a job that Rob Blake has done just making this thing come together in terms of all these roster acquisitions. It's just not Anze Kopitar. It's Adrian Kempe. And it's just not Kopitar and Kempe, but it's Kevin Fiala, who came from Minnesota. They've just got hired guns on each of their different lines who can score. And now Quentin Byfield, the number one pick that they kind of force-fed as a 19-year-old, he's starting to score. He had a multi-goal game right before Christmas. In fact, he's had 2 games in which he scored a couple of goals. All of a sudden, he's a big kid at 6'5". It's kind of his body has grown into being an NHL player in just 2+ years. And suddenly, this might be a star on the horizon. They're doing really well. It's really hard for the Ducks. They've had so many injuries, and they can't keep their kids healthy. They've just gotten Trevor Zegras, the junior sensation, and Jamie Drysdale back on the ice. Those guys have been gone since October and the first week of November with major injuries. Those guys have to score goals because aside from that, they just don't have enough firepower, and they just lost Leo Carlsson, the number one pick. Fluke play going down the left wing, collided with another player. Carlsson went down. The other guy fell over him. It was not a cheap shot, and he suffered knee ligament damage, and he's gone 8 weeks. And Leo Carlsson had scored 8 goals. I think it was in 23 games. Had 8 goals, 7 assists, 15 points, 23 games for a 19-year-old from Sweden learning to play at this level. Just a tough setback. They just can't stay healthy. They get no breaks whatsoever, and they didn't have enough players to begin the season. The Ducks' record as we come out of the holiday break is 12-23. And they've had 1 winning streak, but on either side of that winning streak has just been a real struggle. And it's a struggle down here because the guys I sent to the San Diego Gulls are scuffling real bad again, and they're not scoring goals. So Ducks, they're going to get a high draft pick again. I'm hoping that one of these mornings, one of these seasons, we're going to wake up and find out the Ducks are a pretty good hockey team because these picks are going to start to come together. But what they got, they keep losing because they get guys hurt.
Well, not only is Detroit a tough sports town, so is Anaheim.
Yeah.
I mean, geez, that's the trouble that those folks are going through. If you don't mind, I just want to switch the topic a little bit to, have you heard any updates on the Phoenix Coyotes? Are they going to be moving, or remember that was kind of in play?
The Arizona Coyotes are about to conclude a deal for land up near Scottsdale, and they're going to make the push to build the arena there after failing to get the thing done in Tempe and struggling and giving up in Glendale. But I think they're going to get this building done. The NHL has just been staunch in its support of the Arizona Coyotes ownership that we want to keep that franchise there, even though the franchise has not been run very well, has not had any success hardly at all on the ice, but they're keeping it there because of the exploding marketplace that the Valley of the Sun is. They think they're going to be able to turn the corner, but they're closing quickly on land in Scottsdale, financing for the new arena. And that's not going to open in 2 weeks. It's going to take 2 years to get done. But the league is not willing to yank that franchise out of there. And a lot of people think Houston might be a great market. Some people think, hey, give Atlanta a kick at the can. And my personal favorite is Quebec City, where they got the marketplace and the economy is better now to put a franchise back in Quebec. But the NHL says, no, we're going to try to see this to the finish line with the Arizona Coyotes.
Well, maybe they're going to expand into these other cities.
Down road, maybe. They should. But at this point, I don't think there's a big push there yet to go to expansion. They want to solve that arena problem. Last topic on